classes keywords, yeah, added to a selector, to various selectors, that lets you style elements. Okay. Yeah, this is it. These are keywords added to selectors that let you style elements. Okay. 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 So these are pseudo classes. Okay. Okay. So I can give here, for example, we have looked at some of these pseudo classes in our previous examples. Although someone may not even recognize that. Some of the pseudo classes, for example, we have it looks like this. I can say, for example, the selector can be like this. The selector can be like this. Okay. Here, then you put there, for example, the pseudo class, then you open brackets like this. Members, I hope we have done this. At least we have done an example or two when you're using pseudo classes. Okay, we're going to see. Someone would maybe have forgotten that we used them in the past. Property, and here value. Okay, okay. So members, this is how it looks like. A pseudo class looks like this. Okay, okay. So let me minimize this a little bit. This is what we are covering in today's class. And tomorrow I would like to hit about what I want to cover tomorrow before we can go deeper in today's class. Okay. Tomorrow we're going to look at, tomorrow is going to be day 24. We're going to look at CSS. Tomorrow we're going to look at CSS variables. Okay. We want to look at CSS variables. So members, please don't miss tomorrow's class. Okay. Okay. And I would like each and every member, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please, I'd like you to hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss any of the upcoming videos. Okay. Okay. So this is what we want to cover tomorrow's class. It's on the CSS variables. Okay. Okay. So today I want us to look at pseudo classes or pseudo classes today. So this is how it looks like. And you'll see that in some of my examples I've used, for example, let me first give you how they look like. Examples under pseudo classes, they look like this. Pseudo classes, they normally look like this. You see the examples are here. You see, for example, something like .hover. You appear like this, hover. You see something like this, active. Yeah. Then you see something like this, focus. You see a colon before that name. just know that one is a pseudo class by default. Okay. Okay. So that is how a pseudo class looks like. They look like this. Okay. This is how they look like. Okay. This is how they look like. You see them? This is how they look like. Pseudo classes. And we have used this one a lot in the previous examples, even before I could even talk about it. Use this one in the previous examples. Okay. Okay. So how does it look like? You see, for example, something like this. I gave an example in my former examples which we did in our previous videos, where that's something like this dot box. Then I give something, for example, like this. Eh? Then I say hover. Eh? You saw me doing something like this in our previous videos. Eh? So this one here, this is when we are now using the pseudo class. Eh? This is now when we are using the pseudo class. Of course, these ones here you can use them. For example, the dot active, the dot focus, the visited, the link. Eh? You can use those ones elsewhere. Like for example, when you want to check, for example, if this one is active, if this one is not active, for example, if it's focused, this one is visited, this is link. Okay. Okay. So we are just going to tap on only this one here. We look at this one. Eh? And also these ones you can look at them. You can look at them. You can even make some research on them. This is part of the pseudo classes. Okay. Okay. So what I can say is, for example, now the hover. What does hover mean? I'll explain it very well. Hover means that you drag your mouse. You drag your mouse key on an element. Yeah? That's what hover means. Okay? Okay. So hover means that for example, are you seeing what I'm doing here? When I do like this, when I do like this, when I do like this on this button, when I do like this on this small header here, when I do like this on pseudo classes, when I do like this is what they call hover. Okay? Okay. That is what they call hover. Okay? Okay. So that's what it means. Okay? Okay. So when I have, for example, my box here, I'm giving an example. Members, if you are here for the very first time, you don't understand this. But members who have been following, you can understand when I say dot box. Okay? Okay. So when I say, for example, dot box like this, yeah? Initially, my dot box is like this. But now when I put, for example, a hover, yeah? That is what happens when I hover on this box here. Yeah? You see this box here? When I hover on it before, nothing happens. But now when I want to give it, for example, something for it to happen, I say here, I come here and I give it an extra touch. Eh? And I say that dot. I come here and say now, this is when I want this box to have that thing which I want it to do when it hovers. When I hover on that box, what happens? So what happens is when I say dot box, I say here dot box hover. This is what happens when I hover on that box. Are you seeing it? So if I have, for example, my box is here, and now my box is here and it's empty, plain, as you can see. So when I hover on it and I do something like this on it, what happens is that what we call, that is what we call hover. Okay? So what happens when we hover here on that box, when we move this cursor around that box, is what we call, we term as box hover. Okay? Okay. So if, for example, my box is I can give an example. If my box here, this background color is red, then I come here and say that my box here, you see, its background color, its background is what? Is red. Okay? Okay. So if the background of this box is red, and I say that I want when I hover my mouse here, the background to become blue. What am I going to do? I just come here and I say dot box hover. I put dot box and I put this colon here, hover. Then I say that my background color say background, then I say blue. Okay? Okay. So when I hover on this box here, each color will change automatically from red to now to blue. Okay? It will change from red to blue. Okay? It will just change from red to what? To blue. Now when I remove my mouse, when I hover here on my box here, it will become blue as the background. But when I remove away my mouse like this and I remove it away, that means it goes back to its original format and it is what? Red. Okay? Okay. So that is how the box and the hover look like. And you can even look at it in our example here. Let me give an example here in VS Code and you see. For example, today is day 23. Okay? Okay. So members, if you can hit that subscribe button, then you don't miss any of the coming videos if you really enjoy this. Okay? Okay. So I come here and say, for example, day 23. Okay? Day 23. Okay? Save it very well. I come here, I open with code. Okay? Okay. There they bring for me an option that open with code. So we are waiting, and we see. We are waiting and we see. It's here, okay? Okay. So we are going to look at each and everything which happens. Okay? Close this one. Let me reopen. Open with code. Okay? It's here. So I come here very well, I say .index, .html, very well. And I come here, I say style. I say here style dot CSS. Okay? Okay. So I'm going to come here. I give the skeleton framework. I put it here very well. Put the skeleton framework there very well. I come here very well and say that I put it here, and I come here very well and I link, for example, link CSS. Okay. Okay. This is how it looks like. I come here and I do my browser reset. I say, for example, this is margin 0, padding 0, and box sizing border box. Okay? Okay, so this is how it looks like here. This is how it looks like. Okay? Okay. So we're going to come here and we say, for example, dot box. My empty box, and you can see it here. It's empty. Okay? Okay. I come here and I give the body. For example, here I give you the body, because the body is now the parent container. It's now holding everything now. I give it width. I give it 100%. Okay? 100%. And I come here, I say height. I give it 100 VH. Okay? And I come here, I now come here the dot box here. I come here the dot box. I give it, for example, I give here width. I give here 200 pixels. Then I give here height. Height here is 200. I can also give 200 pixels. Then I come here and say background color. Orange red. Okay? Okay. So this is how it looks like. This is how it looks like. And we are going to go in live and see how it looks like in the browser. So we are waiting, it's coming. So it's there. There are boxes here. So I can put our box in the center. I can come here. Come here very well on the body. This is the overall Over, that's where now the pseudo class comes in. I say that dot box. Yeah? Maybe I want when I hover, the color changes to green. I can just say here dot box, and I say here hover. Okay? Okay. I put the hover very well. I say background color green. Green. Okay? So when I hover like this, it changes to green. When I hover like this, it changes to green. When I hover, it's green. When I move away, it changes back to origin. So this is what they call hover. Okay? And when I hover, I want something, for example, cursor pointer. Okay? Okay. So when I hover, I want something like cursor pointer. So this side looks like the cursor pointer, you can see it. I'll put it there. That arm you're seeing. Okay? Okay. So this is how it looks like. Okay? Okay. So that is how we normally use these other pseudo classes. These ones here, you can look at them in your free time and you see them. Active, focus, visited, linked. Okay, you can these ones, you can look at them in your free time. Okay, okay. So we have another one called pseudo. At least you have understood what pseudo classes are. Okay, okay. So we have another one called the pseudo. We have another one called the pseudo element. Okay, okay. So remember, this is how now it looks like. Okay, okay. So what's the pseudo element? How does it look like? The pseudo element, for it, it's very unique. We have looked at the pseudo class, but this one is the pseudo element. As you can see it there, it is the pseudo element. Okay, okay. So for it, how does it look like? For this one here, pseudo element is where it has now two columns. Yeah? It has two of these things as you see them. Yeah? Two of these things as you see them. The other one had only one. It was the pseudo class. Okay? So this one has only two. Yeah? You see them? Okay. And which people normally use this pseudo? Which people normally use the pseudo? Which people normally use the pseudo element? These are people whereby, for example, want to apply, for example, animation before. Yeah? Before. And also we have another one called after. Okay? So members, this is those ones where there are two dots, it appears like this. Okay? Okay. So members, as you can see here, we have the pseudo elements. These pseudo elements, they are normally like this. Eh? If you see anything like this, where there are two columns like this one here, that is what they call a pseudo element. Okay, okay. Before and even after, we use them one. We can use them one each. Okay, okay. So you will see, how does it look like normally? It normally looks like this. You see something like this. Selector to appear like this. Selector to appear like this. Then it will appear like pseudo element, then here pattern value, then here property value. Okay, it will appear like this. Property value. Okay, property value. Okay, so this is how normally the pseudo element will look like. It will have two columns here. These ones here which you are seeing. This is how the pseudo element look like. And now instead of pseudo element, it will be before or it will be after. Okay? Okay. So I want us to just look at a brief example here. I want us to look at a brief example about this pseudo element. About the pseudo element. Okay? Okay. So members, I hope you have understood this, the dot box here. Okay? Yeah, I hope you have understood the hoover. The hoover, we have been using it a lot. Yeah? We have been really using this one a lot, okay? Okay. So this one, even if I just first pause it off for some time by commenting, there is no problem. All I want is to explain for someone. Yeah? Now I'm explaining the pseudo element, okay? Okay. So if I come here, I for example have, for example, like a p tag, and I have here, for example, hello world, okay? Hello world, okay? And I have it here, okay? I have it here. The p tag is there, okay? So when I come here, I want to see how my p tag looks like. It's here, hello world. You see it? Now, are you seeing it? It is here, hello world. I hope you are seeing it. It is here, hello world, okay? Okay. Now, what am I going to do? Put there a pseudo selector, yeah? For example, I want to put here a pseudo selector. I'm not sure I'm going to do it. I'm going to come here in my styles. This one, remember, we commented this. Even here, you can comment briefly. The box here, and you see. So what am I going to do? I'm going to come here. And I say, for example, I put here, for example, the p tag. As you can see it here, I put here before, eh? And do something like this before. And I say here, for example, I do something like this. And I say here content. This content is very important because this content here, it enables us to know whether whatever we are adding before or after, okay? Okay, this is how it looks like. So I can put here, for example, the content, and I put here, for example, let me say win plus let me say this here, and I see okay. I can even say, for example, I can even add here content, for example, let me say that boy, that boy, okay? Okay, let me just say here added content, okay? Added content, okay? I put that one before, okay? Okay. So I come here, I say color. I can even put here color, and I say here red, okay? Color red, and I put here font weight bold, okay? So you're going to see what is going to happen. I come here, I say, for example, something like this, okay? Okay. So what is going to happen to this one here? Yeah? I have said, I've selected the p tag. You see this p tag here, and I've now given it, for example, a pseudo class, a pseudo element, okay? The before, okay? So naturally, it's supposed to be just p, but now are you seeing how it becomes added content, okay? Added content, hello world. Are you seeing something like this? Yeah? Are you seeing something like this? Okay? So I can do something like this. Then I say maybe, for example, if I said, for example, p tag, then I say, for example, after. Yeah? I put here after. Then you see. Then I put here, for example, content. Yeah? And I put here, for example, ending content. Yeah? Just try to understand. And I say here ending content. This one comes after. And I say here color. Color, I say maybe blue. Okay? Blue. I say here I close. Then I say here font weight bold. Okay? Bold. Okay? At the end. This one comes at the end. So are you seeing, remember, this one was added content, yeah? Or I can even just say beginning content, or start content, starting content, or starting content, as you can see there. Are you seeing starting content? And even here ending content. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? This one comes after, this one comes before. So guys, this is how the pseudo elements they normally look like. This is how the pseudo elements normally look like. Okay. So members, this is how normally it looks like. Okay. So this is how normally it looks like, the pseudo elements. The pseudo elements, that is normally how they look like. Okay. I can even come here and maybe just give it, for example, some padding, a bit of some padding. Just for it now, the other container. Then I say here p p tag there. Then I say, for example, like then I come here and say, for example, margin. Margin I say here 0.5 rem. Okay. So I come here, I say I want to see how it looks like. But this one's not really very necessary, as long as you have understood the concept very well. Okay. So this is how normally it looks like. Okay. So I can even come here and maybe like grab something here. I also want to grab something here and I show you. Maybe I can grab something like this, and I show you very well. So instead of maybe putting starting content, I can even just come here and say maybe I put something like this. And I put something like this. Okay. So I want to say it looks like, you see, this one means that it is coming at the beginning, before. Okay. So any content is coming after. Now even if I remove any content like this, I put, for example, something like this at the end, to appear something like this. Okay. So members, this is very good. This is really good. Okay. So members, you can keep making more research and more. Please making more research on these things, and you don't forget them, and even you practice them. Okay. Because you shall use them in the future. Okay. So guys, I'm going to allow me to end here today. Tomorrow we have a deeper class. It's going to be CSS variables. Okay. Please don't miss. Tomorrow is going to be the 24. Okay. Please don't miss tomorrow's class. Okay. And if you haven't yet subscribed, please, I'll request you subscribe. That you don't miss each and every coming video. So this is how it normally looks like. Okay. The day 24, we are going to study about CSS variables. Okay. At least you have seen a hint about before and after. Okay. So it looks like. Okay. So I would like to end here today. We shall resume again in tomorrow's